Me and Pete had a conversation about modalities, and I mean, it wasn't really specifically any modality, just how he uses modalities versus how they can be used. Most of his modalities are used just for either the general purposes, pain reduction, with heating. Pretty much all his modalities will be used for pain reduction, but pain reduction for ice, pain reduction for heat. He'll use heat for mobilization of tissues. He'll also tell them to go. Mm, Instead of using a hot pack, he'll tell them to go bikes, and so that way he doesn't have all these people in the training room waiting on hot packs. The bikes are right upstairs, and he'll use cold for swelling. Specifically, I have to ask the question of what is his use of E-stim. He honestly doesn't use E-stim from a. Only time he uses E-stim is for pain reduction. That's it. He doesn't use it for. He doesn't use Russian. The only thing he ever uses is IS. The one with the four pads and they cross and then they interfere within the middle one. I forgot what it was called at the top of my head. IFC. So he only uses it for IFC and pain reduction. That's the only thing he really uses it for. He doesn't use it for really neuromuscular training. He said he would if he was in the clinic, or then he'll use it for neuromuscular training. But other than that, no. The E-stem is exclusively used for pain reduction, and he usually pairs it with a heating modality on the back. But that's the only time he ever pairs it, just for further pain reduction. Honestly, on his budget, he's able to have most modalities he needs. I mean, he even has Normatec there, so there's not much. He hasn't ever mentioned anything that he would like that he doesn't have. He actually just ordered another game ready because the other one, the one he had, just broke. So now he's gonna have two, I believe, in the clinic, two, I believe, in the athletic training room. His approach to modalities wasn't always this way. He used to kind of like be by the book by modalities. Oh, I should use it for this, this, and this. He's kind of backed away from it and only using it for what he needs to use it for or what it can be used for. So, like I said, all the modalities can be used for pain. He's very for using modalities for pain, but he doesn't like masking masking symptoms. So, if the source of their pain can be treated, he won't put any modality on it. He'd rather actually treat the source than have a modality cover it up for the time being. Another one of his philosophies on modalities, he doesn't like to ice Achilles. And it makes sense now after I'm thinking about it, because the main thing with Achilles is inflammation there will cause binding and non-mobility and it to not be mobile. And the whole point of the Achilles is to slide and glide within the Achilles tendon sheath that covers it. So anytime you ice it, it will cause more adhesions to build up. And it will reduce inflammation, but also it'll cause less mobility there, which will be counterintuitive to what you want the Achilles to do. After talking with Pete about his philosophy on modalities, I came to the conclusion that we have a very similar view. You should know what the modalities can do, but what they don't, they're not required as a mandatory, all of their functions aren't required as a mandatory part of being an athletic trainer. I mean, they can aid, but there's also other skills outside of just learning how to slap an ice bag on someone for any reason or how to hook someone up to a machine that you can use to help an athlete get to return to play. Lastly, the most important one I had is why he doesn't. Well, what does he see a danger of using E-stim across the spine? He before he thought the same way we did. Like electric current shouldn't be going across the spine, so he made sure that he did it. Looked at research, and he saw that there was no studies ever saw it being a danger. Like theoretically, yes, it shouldn't be done, but all studies where they do it don't show it having negative effects on the human body where the actual electric current goes into the spine and causes further damage. So, like I said, theoretically, yes, it should be counterintuitive, but all studies that have been done with it don't show it being a danger. And this is my talk on modalities with my preceptor.